People always want to know, Mark, how much does your Beta 300R racing weigh? How much does the GPX FSE300R weigh versus the GPX FSE450R? I don't know. So I got the bathroom scale out. It's one of those big boys, even though none of us weigh that much, but it can handle the weight of what these will have to offer. And I'll do the old method of put the front tire on, take the weight down, put the rear tire on, take the weight down, and bada boom, bada bing, you got the weight. Now I did weigh the pipe guard here alone because it's not bolted on right now. I still need to do the oil change on the Beta, but I wanted to do this video. This weighs 5.6 pounds. So 5.6, I already got that jotted on my piece of paper. So we're gonna go ahead and roll the bike in, get a weight. Seems like that's pretty good. We got booting up good, some pounds. I'll roll the bike here. See if I break a scale. No, I haven't in the past. 129 on the nose right there. 138.2. So it looks like with the skid plate, we're looking at 272.8 pounds. And no, that is not a full tank. I'm up to there in a 5.2 gallon tank. So, you know, I might have 2.5 to 3 gallons of fuel. So 272.8 pounds on the bike with aftermarket seat, aftermarket tank, bigger tank, but not a full tank. I got the highway dirt bike guards. I'm sure those weigh a little bit. The Trail Tech Voyager. I got a tugger strap. Trying to think what else. I got a Bulletproof Designs front rotor guard, rear rotor guard, and IMS foot pegs. They might weigh a little more. Also, the rear guard has a rear caliper bit to protect. And yeah, that's basically my bike. So my bike weighs 272.8 pounds. Before you KTM people are like, oh my God, my bike's a lot lighter. Well, you know what? Maybe get out to your garage and weigh your bike, because advertised weights versus realistic weights are two different things. Did they weigh the fluids, or was it completely bone dry? And did they have hydrogen or something in the bike and it was floating? Because manufacturer weights never make any sense. So don't say my bike weighs less if you're just reading a spec sheet. Go weigh your bike, how you have it set up, and let's talk. So 272.8 pounds. Next up is going to be the 2022 GPX Moto FSE300R. I have a full tank of gas, and this bike is set up pretty much to rent just like this. Highway dirt bike guards. Unfortunately, I don't have really rotor protection bits and aluminum skid plate and all that, so factor that in. But let's see what it weighs. 146.8. 147.4. Okay, boys and girls, it looks like the verdict is out. So the Beta 300R Racing, how I have it set up, is 272.8 pounds. So that's a real world number. Now, whether bathroom scale's off a little bit, who knows? So factor that in, but that's what we're getting on my scale. The GPX Moto FSE300R, we are at 294.2 pounds. So it's a little bit heavier for the old 300 here 4-stroke, but it's not drastic. Real world number here. That's also with a full 2.5 gallon fuel here. Okay, we're gonna get out the FSE450R. 150.6. 157 on the nose. There you go, there's the verdict. FSE450R, we are at 307.6 pounds, full tank of gas. And how I have it set up with the highway dirt bikes, it's really pretty much all I have, other than different tires than stock. And yeah, that's in a license plate. So yeah, that's it. Oh, and the IMS shifter on this bike. So 450R does have a shifter. So 307.6 pounds. So there we have it. There's the final results. 272.8 pounds for the Beta with skid plate, and the stuff I have on it, it'd probably be, I don't know, another 10 pounds of a full tank of fuel or something. So yeah, it's getting up there to these weights, but of course I don't run 5.2 gallons of fuel every trail I ride. That's for if I'm out all day on long trails. Now we go to the FSE300R. That is 294.2 pounds, and that is 21.4 pounds more than the Beta. The FSE450R comes in at a whopping 307.6 pounds, which is 34.8 pounds more than the Beta, and 13.4 pounds more than the FSE300R. I know the blowback is going to be from a lot of people crying about my KTM, my Sherco, my Beta only weighs. Well, did you put it on a scale? What aftermarket parts do you have? And let's be fair here. If I did add an aluminum skid plate to this bike, aluminum front rotor guard and rear rotor guard and Polysport swing arm protectors and aftermarket foot pegs and this and that, this bike too would probably weigh easily another 15 pounds. The same for the 300R. It too would probably weigh, being otherwise the same type of frame and stuff, could weigh another 15 pounds, maybe 20 pounds. It all depends how you have something set up. Never trust manufacturers' weights. Don't go on Beta site and be like, well, Beta says a 300RR Racing only weighs 240 pounds or whatever. Yeah, did it have fluids in it? Did it have fork oil? Did they even have tires on the bike? No one knows how a lot of these manufacturers get their numbers. So don't come crying to me that, oh, well, my KTM weighs 220 pounds. It possibly could weigh somewhat lighter, but let's get a realistic number, people. I mean, you can't just spit out there, this bike is lighter. Well, is it? Did you weigh it? Did you weigh it when you got it stock to confirm their numbers? And did you weigh it afterwards once you put parts on it too? A lot of people like to quote stuff, but I put on aftermarket parts like a lot of people do, but they never take that into consideration that those parts do add weight. So hopefully you like this comparison video between the bikes I have in my garage right now. I would say get out there, weigh your bikes. This might not be the most accurate method, but it's not the most inaccurate method either. It's probably one of the better ways without going to a certified scale, and even then you hope the certified scale has actually been certified recently and is legit. There's your numbers. Have fun debating down below. Have a good one.